And
we're back.
hey, Murugandi.
Hey.
So, position for yesterday, your game against Kim versus Kim.
Yes, Mr. Kim.
And I had some time to think, and I am not sure, because my first reaction would be that the move you said that wouldn't be so good, so
okay.
I'm like a little bit puzzled how to handle this. So maybe, but I think I would never play it myself, but because my moves are not good anyway, I would play here.
Okay, it's very interesting. I think you're on the right path, so to speak. In the game I played the low one, low move, low pincer, but I think that your option is better to play high. So maybe this one or even one further. It looks, well, looks more interesting. Part of the problem with this low stone is that, well, if white will go out, which happened in the game, this is a very normal and classic Joseki. Now black will still play here, but white can play on top. So black will have to run here, white gets strength, and combining with this strength that white already had in the other part of the board, it looks very positive for white, because of course he wants to use this strength to create something big, to create a moyo, and I'm giving him the opportunity. So now it works perfectly well for him. So instead, maybe by playing high,
yes,
I can negate this option. So now if black will play here or go into the corner, I can make something, sorry, white will go into the corner, I can make something on this side, and yeah, it will be hard for white to make something here.
Okay.
So, well, let's see what happened in the game.
Yep.
Black played, white played this Joseki. I keep making this mistake. White, black, black, white.
Only strong players do this. I told you once before.
Thanks, I guess.
Years of professional observation told me that only strong players make this mistake.
Okay.
Like Q players always know the difference between white and black, but strong players never do.
They just got crazy, too much go. Okay, so well, white has to run along. This is a very normal Joseki. Blue.
I heard, I don't know who said, but it's better to wait with this move.
Yes, it's possible. Nowadays, this is old to do this. Nowadays you can also just keep pushing.
Now jump.
Yes. Yes. And later, instead of playing this, you have this.
Yeah, or
option.
even this.
Yeah.
I was told.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure which one is better and if you can still do this or not, but I saw this it's still played, so I'm not sure you can wait with it or...
And they played like hundreds of years, so it cannot be really
cannot be that bad.
Now you jumped already?
No, no, no.
This is really a big mistake.
Yes, a very big mistake.
Okay.
Always be careful if you have two stones to jump, because usually it's wrong.
Okay.
There are some cases where it's okay, some Joseki, but in this case, for example, it's wrong. Do you see why?
Yeah, probably because the cut, and then you sacrifice, and then do this and this.
Yes, that's very good. So this just gets killed. I will show
probably it happened to me like 100 times, and I'm still forgetting it.
Okay. So let's just see. This is very good. That if you jump, always keep in mind that your opponent wants to cut. So this is a standard technique to sacrifice one stone.
But maybe you want to capture this, and then you have to sacrifice on this side, or not?
Yeah, that's a good question.
So you play on the side you don't want to have.
Yes, it's very good. I think that's the general rule. Yes.
Okay.
Because if black will play here, now of course everything will die. So white will extend here, and this is suddenly in huge trouble. So he cannot do this. That's terrible. So in this case, you want to capture this anyway. So that's why I do this one, and not here. Because like this, you cannot capture it anymore. Do you see why? My explanation is not very clear, no, but...
I tried to, because now this and this, black can always live.
Yes, black is alive on this side. So if you want this one, then exactly don't play on that side, but play on the other side. Very good tip by Hadi. Very nice.
So send €1 to...
Yeah. So now, if black will capture this stone, which is natural, now you get what you want. Because you can play here, and there's a lack of liberties for black. He has only 2 liberties, so this doesn't work. If black will try to counterattack, yeah, immediately you will...
Bang.
Yeah, bang, exactly. You will start crying now, I think, as black.
Yeah.
So it's very, very painful. And, well, like I showed in the other variation, if black plays here,
You
then...
have to keep the board still, Murugandi.
Sorry.
Keep on getting dizzy out there.
Okay. Sorry. So yeah, this jump is too early. It's almost always the case that you want to have 3 stones and then jump.
Okay.
So
I can remember that.
Yeah. Except for well, I can show when you have.
Please, no exceptions.
Oh,
Murugandi, life is difficult enough for me.
Okay. Well, I can show one example maybe of.
Do I have to? Okay.
But I think it was in one of the previous episodes anyway. If you have this kind of technique and you play here, now white will push once and then jump.
Yeah, but there's a difference because he has more liberties on this side now.
Yes, very good. And it's impossible for black to kill this if you do it correctly. Actually, thank you for the suggestions, because we had some homework for last time. It was this situation, and I asked why doesn't it work for black to cut? And some people that didn't know the answer, they wrote to me and showed some suggestions and asked me to help them.
So why didn't we start yesterday with the answers to the homework?
Yeah, we could have done that, but I think it was more of a situation that when you cannot find it, you can ask me, and I think I already helped those people. I sent them some reviews.
Okay, but I think you should show the right answer, but because
Okay.
maybe somebody thinks he has the right answer and then...
Okay.
But not now.
Not now, okay.
Do it after
Yeah.
this game.
Yeah, it's a little
Yeah?
bit chaotic now.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm getting really confused. I'm an old guy. I cannot adapt as quickly.
Okay. So now black jumps after 3 moves.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. It's very important. And now there are some different variations, but because this is already so strong here, white wants to make something in the center, and the most logical in this case would be to keep pushing. So a professional would play like this, and my opponent also did this. But my opponent made one slack move, I think, one mistake, which was this one. I think he should still keep pushing, which is Josuke. And like this it will become tough for black, because this huge wall will start functioning, and if white has the opportunity to play another move in this area, suddenly...
It will become real territory.
Yes, everything starts to become territory.
Okay, but this looks so natural, his move.
Yes, it looks kind of natural, it looks like a nice move, but this is something that a lot of, well, you can see that down players also make this mistake, but a lot of cube players do this all the time, because this move looks nice, but it's very loose. It doesn't keep your opponent next to you, like close to you. You want to keep pressuring. If you can, and if it's okay, you want to stay as close as possible to your opponent and keep him confined. Like this, you also keep him confined, but in a more loose way. Now he has all kinds of possibilities later. Maybe he can play this and then cut, or this move becomes really interesting, because if white will play like this, then this is very big endgame. Still, white has to come back. And if white will play here, they can cut and go through on this side. Do you see that?
Yeah.
So that's the difference between this kind of move and this kind of move, that you leave a lot of aji behind. It looks nice, but it's actually not good.
Okay.
Because it's too loose, it's too, yeah, too nothing. It's like paper floating around instead of a rock that keeps you confined in a certain area. So at this point, like I said before, white of course wants to really play a move in this area. It's very
So
important.
you played.
Yes, very good. And it was kind of difficult to find the right move. I'm still not sure.
Yeah.
Whoa, so high.
Yeah.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of the archery of this move.
Okay, that's nice. He's messing with me. Well, this Aji is still available, but this high move doesn't really function in this area yet.
Okay.
Yeah, moreover, this stone is kind of in trouble now because it's difficult to make a base. In such a situation where your opponent is strong all around, you want to make sure you're safe yourself first. So that means you want to make eyes, you want to make a base. And when you have a base, from that point on you can fight. Yes, this is already a lot better.
Because now I can make here or here a base.
Yes, very, very good. And maybe this would actually be the best move. I didn't play this move. For one reason, which was that if white would play here, black would extend and have a base now, but it's very much pressured. So now white has two stones as close as possible next to the black ones, and this is very weak, so immediately white can start to attack from the top or even take away the base, like this. This is a common technique to take away your opponent's base and to let him run into the center. And at this point, if I don't have a base and still have to run, it feels dangerous. If I will live in the center, maybe it will be okay and I can win the game. But if I will die, the game is of course over. So it's a very tricky situation. But the drawback of this case is that if white plays here, and later black will get stones surrounding this area, there's still a hole. So maybe this would actually be okay for black, because white leaves a lot of weaknesses behind in this area. What I played in the game was this move, which is a little bit more flexible, but it's also, yeah, it doesn't leave any weaknesses for my opponent behind. So, yeah, he's very solidified and happy. Basically, do you know where white would have to play now?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is wrong, unfortunately.
Wrong?
Yes. If white would play on this side, now this feels very natural for black and very nice. This is what I was aiming for, and like this I would be happy. Because now, this stone first of all makes a base, makes myself secure and I'm happy. It also destroys this potential here. And second of all, it destroys the corner of white and it leaves a lot of aji behind. There are all sorts of cutting points. This, yeah. It's very tricky for white. It looks like he still has to come back, otherwise his corner might be in trouble.
Okay.
So this not only defends, but it also attacks. It's the move that, yeah, white would want to have to make a shape. This kind of shape move is, yeah, is crucial. Even here would also be nice. Yeah, so if your opponent gets this one, it's the same principle.
Okay, so you played here.
Yes, he played there, and now, like I said, he's very safe, and he has a very nice shape, but at the same time, now black is very secure. He looks very much okay, because white would want to have a stone here, to pressure him in the most efficient way. Like this, black is not so much in danger, because still he has these kind of moves, and he has moves to go into the center. So it looks like he's perfectly fine and he's alive. So at this point, I was very satisfied as black. I was, yeah, I think I was leading the game.
So you were calculating your rating points already?
Come on, man. I wasn't. I think really that wasn't my problem the second week. I was more, yeah, I kind of lost my focus, I think. I was tired, and when you're tired, when you're not concentrating on every move, yeah, you will see that immediately you will start to make mistakes. Moreover, I was kind of expecting to just win the games, and that's also a very bad mentality. I think that's why I lost, because first week I was very competitive. I didn't underestimate anybody. I just, whatever level, I will play my own game. And the second week I was thinking about my opponent too much. And I think that is one of the crucial aspects in Go, that you shouldn't think about things surrounding you, things that bother you, irritations of people or...
On the internet was a discussion, and I took a little bit the blame of what happened to you, because I had this much blah blah in the beginning of Murugandi, the legend and so on. maybe even that is not helped you. So it's like a burden on your shoulders. All this blah blah by me. So
No.
this I think not all, but it's also a little part of the blame. So I'm really sorry for that.
Oh, that's okay, man. Yeah. Thanks for saying that, but yeah, it's okay. Yeah. So yeah, always try to think about your own strength, your own things that you're good at. Try to go from your own game and don't think about your opponent too much. Also, when you want to improve your game, don't think about the rating too much, about calculation points, whatever. Try to only look at the stones on the board.
Yeah.
I think that's a very good tip. So in this case I was happy, but I still managed to lose this game. And part of the problem started here already. White attacked anyway, so I think that's fine. You know, it's not a very bad strategy. He wants to take away my base, but because I have so much space now, it should be okay for black. Whatever.
Yeah, I would say you get like a wall here, and then you can always live here, and
yeah,
the two influence walls he has are like vanished.
Yeah, very good.
So this should be very good for you.
Yes, I also had the same reasoning that whatever happens, if I will be able to destroy this, then yeah, it's game over. So of course I played on top here now. Yeah. And white of course plays here now. It's very natural. If white would play here, it would be a little bit of a problem for him. Do you know why? All has to do with shape.
I would do this, and then try to, I don't know.
Okay, that's also a very good possibility to René here. This is fine, but this is a little bit more.
You think you should immediately do this?
It's both possible, I think. Maybe this is even better, but for the sake of the argument, this is very simple, and it does the trick, I think. Because it's a very strong shape, and white still has to come back, and whatever happens, black still has this move, or this one, and now he can go into the center. This is more or less an eye, and he can make another eye here, or even here. It looks very comfortable for black. So this is something that white cannot afford. He has to play very strong and attack severely. But well, at this point I'm very embarrassed to show the next move because it's terrible. It's not even a 3 done move. I played, without thinking, I immediately played this move, which is very simple, and it's very bad. I can show you why. Well, I will show you why later, because the game actually went like this. What would be better is to play here now, as black. Do you see why?
Yeah, because this won't be a threatening move, because you make like
yes.
good shape stopping him.
Exactly, so if
white has to respond, yeah. And then you cut him here.
Very good, so if white responds, because of this move I can capture these 2 stones now. So this doesn't work anymore, like you said, because now I can make a tiger mouth. Without this move there is still a cut or a connection like this. But with this move I'm all solidified and I'm alive, I'm very happy. Like this I win the game. So white of course cannot respond here, and that's why this is a double, it does 2 things. First of all, it attacks, and yeah, it also makes shape. Whereas this move only attacks and doesn't make any eye shape. So you can see that now white has to play on this side, like this, and now black has all kinds of moves in this area.
You play here and you're getting like this and you're attacking. And
yes. This move would be very natural, and in this case it's very easy for black to just make eye shape. Even just like this, it looks very comfortable. So there are no problems like this, but I chose the wrong way and made it very difficult for myself. Yeah, always be careful. Don't do this kind of vulgar moves that only aim at one thing. This is very simple-minded. It immediately says, okay, I attack you, that's it. Whereas this says, maybe I attack you, I'm a little bit sneaky, I do some contact play here, I will gain something, let's see what you want. So this is this kind of state of a down player, that you always have to give the choice to your opponent and see how he reacts.
But how you explain it, it clearly shows that you must be relaxed yourself to make such a move.
Yes, yes, definitely. You also always have to think about every move. In this case, I made the mistake to just think, oh man, I already have a good game, whatever happens, I win, I don't care. And I played a move immediately that, when I played it, I thought, oh no, what am I doing? It was like in a split second, I knew that I was giving away the game and it would become quite tough for me. So always keep calm, very good, good tip, and try to just, yeah, keep motivated and keep thinking about the correct move and do as many things with one move as possible. Don't underestimate your opponent.
Yeah, I was taking a picture
Okay.
with my new toy.
Okay, that's good. So here is another very crucial point, because a lot of players as white would make a mistake now. Do you know which mistake I'm trying to refer to?
I would play here.
I'm sorry to say that that's wrong.
I knew it.
Yeah, exactly. This is the mistake that is very...
You expected him to make.
No, I didn't expect it to make this mistake, but would have been nice if he would do this. But no, why this is wrong is that black will now, of course, resist. He will, yeah, white is bumping his head into this stone. And this cut is now, first of all, impossible, because black will just kill you.
Yeah.
So, oh, white sees, oh, I can't cut, so I have to come back here anyway.
Yeah.
And then black makes a nice shape. And this stone is very crucial in this aspect. To have this stone makes a huge difference. You can see that this exchange doesn't give white anything, and it only gives black one extra stone on his already weak group, so this only helps black. Furthermore, now it's very easy to make shape. The next move for black can be something like this, and immediately you make a very nice eye shape. And yeah, it's kind of impossible for white to kill this now. So if white would want to kill it at this point, he would have to
Play by himself.
He would have to, yeah,
Play here.
play here or either here. This is even more
Severe.
Very good. But it feels kind of forced. Even if black will do this, there's a lot of pudgy here still, and well, black can also think about these kind of moves. There are a lot of possibilities, and black is not really in danger. So instead of doing this kind of exchange, which is something a lot of Q players do, why not
play immediately?
Yes.
The Catherine Terrano wins it.
Very good. So exactly, you don't need this move. It doesn't give you anything, so just play this immediately. And now, black doesn't have any extra stones here, so it's very difficult for him to make shape. If he will play this anyway, you can do this kind of move and threaten to cut and get rid of the eye shape. Do you see that?
Yeah.
If there is a stone here, and like this, it helps black a little bit more, because he has all kinds of options. And like this, yeah, it's tough. So, yeah, this is of course what my opponent played. And now I was at a loss of what to
now
play.
you have to make a big jump.
Okay, you would do this one.
Yeah, or maybe, or a small one to, I don't know. But I think I would do this.
Yeah, yeah, I thought about a lot of options now. But I didn't see a good move. And yeah, these kind of jumps, they look nice, but at this point, you don't have any eyes, first of all, and your opponent is strong everywhere. So if you make this kind of loose jumps, your opponent will attack you, make territory in such an area, and you still don't have any eyes. So you have to run, and running in this kind of situation is terrible. First try to make a base, and yeah, if that's impossible, you can see that you made a huge mistake. So I'm not sure about this kind of move, but my move in the game was also not optimal.
Okay.
But at least I tried to make some sort of shape from which I could follow up and make eyes. So keep that in mind. I played this one.
Strange move.
Yeah, you might think that it's strange, but you can see this kind of move played a lot in professional games, this kind of shape. When you have this kind of, these stones here, these three, this is kind of a shape move.
Okay. I will try to remember this.
And well, let's just say this move isn't here.
Yeah.
Then I can
Yeah. But it is there.
Yeah, it's there, but
Okay.
I will show you why this is a shape move, because now you have either this follow-up or this follow-up. You create a kind of a me-I situation for yourself. With this stone it's of course a little bit different, but the principle still applies, because either I can try to make some eyes here, or later I can try to make eyes here. And if white will hane like this, I can hane here and try to make an eye on this side. And also maybe the other way around, I can do this. So it's not optimal, but at least this move tries to make eyes. When you don't have a base, you don't have eyes in such a situation, always still go for eye shape. It's crucial.
Okay. Shall we do like the same, that I will think about what your opponent should answer, or maybe did answer?
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Okay, then thanks again, Murugandi.
Thanks. Yeah.
And I still believe in the black position, I have to say. So
Yeah.
you are like a little bit hard on yourself, but
Yeah.
okay. I will give you my white answer tomorrow.
Okay, cool.
Thank you, audience.
Thanks.
Thanks you, Murugandi.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.